Good morning, everyone. We want to thank you guys for being here with us today. I want to thank Toni for having me on again. We had the opportunity to, talk to the Commonwealth today, which is an amazing business, an amazing program, an amazing incubator that's here in town. And we want you guys to take advantage. The Commonwealth is here to help you guys, here to help you get your business off the ground, here to help you get your business plan together. If you have a napkin idea, you want to go ahead and figure out LLC, corporation, nonprofit, business bank accounts, EIN numbers, they're going to help you with a whole array of things. Jenna is amazing, so I would advise all of you guys to get in contact with her. Dr. Martin also, he's amazing as well. So I would encourage all of you guys to get in contact with the Commonwealth today and actually start getting things rolling. Here in Omaha, we need to all work together. We all need to move with love so that we can uplift each other and have a community of people that are actually thriving. And we could be an example for not only America, but the entire globe. I got Toni with me. Unfortunately, Dion couldn't be here today. Big shout out to Dion, man. I want to give him a special thank you because he has put in the work. He has dedicated a lot of time to actually making this thing happen. So without him, without Toni, without a few other hosts that have been on here, this wouldn't be possible. And so I want to thank Dion, even though he's not here today. I want to thank him. Also want to give a huge shout out to Jessica Queen because without her, 1 Million Cups wouldn't even be what it is here in Omaha today. So the inclusivity, the access, the greetings, the welcoming people, the connecting people to resources, connecting people to other businesses that, someone walks in, they say, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm a plumber. Oh, great. We have somebody over here you should talk to because they also have a construction business. Or, I'm a techie. Oh, you should talk to these guys over here. Talk to ASPE or NevDeb or in Nebraska's Innovation Labs. So I want to give a huge shout out to the entire community because without you guys, 1 Million Cups on a Wednesday morning wouldn't even exist. So let's keep it going. But now we also have a new networking or a authentic connections type of situation every Tuesday night. For those of you guys that can't make it here, I would advise you to put it on your calendar that every Tuesday night at the Commonwealth, you'll be able to do the same thing that you would do here at a 1 Million Cups. Now I'm done talking. I'm gonna direct our attention to Toni. She's actually been amazing. I want you guys to shout her out. When she's not here, she's at Linda Miller State Farm. So make sure that you guys, for all your insurance needs, I don't even want to speak for her. Toni, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, Glenn. Thanks for having me. Doing great. Any day that I wake up and I have breath in my lungs, I count it a win. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. So as far as, the insurance goes, do work for Linda Miller State Farm Insurance. We take a holistic approach to, preparing you for the risks of every day, helping you to recover from the unexpected, and to help you realize your dreams. Far too often, people just make assumptions about their insurance. They, whether it's your cell phone insurance, whether it's your home, your auto, your life, any type of insurance. There's always an assumption, I feel, that people think this covers everything. I'm good for everything. Not so. In fact, an opinion that I have, this is an opinion of myself and not that of the employer I work for, is that if you don't understand how to use your insurance, potentially your insurance could use you. No one likes insurance, no one wants to have it, but at the end of the day, we're forced to. So it's always best to have somebody in your corner that knows what you have and explains how to use it.
Yeah, I equate it to you don't want it until you need it. And then when you need it, it's kind of too late. So why not just have that stuff already wrapped up and taken care of, from your life, your house, your car, you know, your phone. There's all types of insurance out there. Don't quote me, I'm not the expert at it. Toni here will be willing to talk to you about it. Her link will be down in the description.
Thank
you. know. So yeah, I woke up today feeling great. Actually, it's a funny story because, you know, after I woke up, gave thanks, thank God, and I thank Jesus for another day. I walked outside and I was like, it's supposed to be raining this morning. And it was dry as a whistle, like just dry, bone dry. And so I said, all right, hurry up. So I started getting ready. And as I'm coming here, the dark clouds are just, they're forming.
They're coming together.
Yeah, they're coming together. So our last conversation, the clouds were going away, the sun was coming out. This morning, the clouds were forming, huge storm. Well, I managed to get here, and Toni and I managed to get here. Jenna also managed to get here before the storm actually hit. And believe it or not, it's raining cats and dogs outside. And so we'll see what happens today at 1 Million Cups. But I just thank God for another day. And I'm very, very grateful that we do have a community of people that we can get together with. Because a lot of times we don't really have anybody that can relate to us in our circles. So coming here, you'll find like-minded individuals who are going through similar stuff, you know, and we're all going through some type of something.
Everybody
right?
has something going on.
But the thing is, it's the mindset. So if you have a mindset that you're gonna win today, and if you're grateful, so like when I wake up, I give gratitude to God and Jesus, because if I don't do that first thing in the morning, my morning or my day is already like, yo, bro, what are we doing here?
You know, one of my favorite, I'll drop a scripture, one of my go-tos is, in all your ways acknowledge the Lord and He will direct your path. And I think it's incredible. It just happens week after week after week, because I'm meeting with different people, and I do work for a small business owner. But those tools that I'm learning and that I'm able to take back to the agency and resources, I meet customers every single week and just saying, oh, I know a person. Oh, I have an option.
Yeah. And I think that when you're meeting people and you're giving them game, or you're giving them resources, or you're connecting them with somebody, that's the biggest gift you can give anybody. And I know, shout out to all the consultants out there. You guys definitely should get paid for your expertise. I'm totally on board with that. But there's nothing wrong with giving a little bit of game and guiding the person in the right direction. Because when I give out free game, it solidifies me in a way where it's like, well, he didn't charge me, but he did give me a valuable resource. And whether they come back or not, they're gonna remember that. And not only that, bro, I feel like it's good to help people regardless. Like, if you can give somebody, the guide, give them the guide. All this, the game is to be sold, not told. All the cliches, I think my opinion, my personal opinion, is we should get away from that kind of stuff. That I gotta get mine, you gotta get yours. Why not we work together so that we can make society better? There's a lot of stuff going on in the economy. There's a lot of stuff going on in society. And I think that people coming together, moving with love, and actually helping each other is gonna be like the best thing that we could do for ourselves. There doesn't need to be violent protest or protest period.
No.
People just need to look within, love themselves, and then start loving each other and start loving others. So Toni, what has been one of your best experiences here at 1 Million Cups?
Yeah, so I think probably one of the best experiences that I have had is probably the first day that I walked in, I bumped into Dion. I did mention that last week. Thanks, Dion. But I think really just the best experience overall is just the community. I did grow up in Northwest Missouri, and so I've been here for about 10 years, but I'm kind of a creature of habits, which makes me great in the customer retention side, right? Because I'm like, you have to do this, and then you have to do this, and you have to do this. Take care of your people. Yeah. But not necessarily on like the community, right? Because my core four, I just kind of stay in the hub. There's so many people that I can help.
Yeah.
There's so many people that I can help. And so bumping into you at Rotary.
Rotary, I love you guys.
Got the invite, and so from here, you know, I'm not really specialized in the commercial side.
Okay.
That's not really my specialty. But quite honestly, every business owner has other things they need to ensure.
Yeah.
And so, you know, at the end of the day, just the experience, the network, the podcasts. This right here probably has to be the biggest piece of it. And so coming from a small town, opportunities are not as abundant as they are in the area here. And so just a lot of times the opportunity isn't given. So this experience, you know, I've had in the back of my mind, like, I want to get on a podcast. Like, I want to just start talking to people. Do I know about what? Not sure. Maybe it'd be Jesus, maybe it'd be insurance, like maybe nail polish, I don't know. But it was an idea in the back of my head. So
I get it.
Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your path.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Amen. I think when people think about podcasts, they think it's easy, and they think that their first couple videos are gonna just. But it kind of works. It's one of those situations where you have to be consistent with your podcast, and then you have to pick a lane. You know, unless you're like Joe Rogan, he can go all over the place. You know, but he has almost a decade in podcasting. Gary Vee, same thing. They could talk about whatever they want. So if you're a new podcaster, you're trying to figure out which lane to go, or which niche you want to be in, you really have to dig in within yourself and see what it is that you want to do. And the reason why this actually came about was because a lot of entrepreneurs need their stories told.
That's so true.
We don't know who they are. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know nothing. Or we don't know where they're from. So when someone comes and tells their story, it actually helps the community to get to know you a little bit better. And so I think that the entrepreneurial story right now is at the forefront of a lot of things. Yeah, you can have the best commercials, you can have the best reels, you can have the best, you know, there's a lot of podcasts that people are doing like this where it's like, you can have those. And I just think you have to be consistent, you have to pick your lane, and you have to really stick with it, because some of us quit after like a month or two, you know, or after 100 episodes, you're not famous, you're not monetizing, you know, no one knows who you are. Keep going. And for the other podcasters that are out there, this podcast is for you as well. This isn't my podcast. This is a podcast for the community, by the community. We're just here making it happen. So like, if you come on, 9 times out of 10, Tony's gonna host you or Dion's gonna host you, you know, and then we can also flip the mic. And if you guys wanna host somebody else, let's talk about it, you know. But I think this thing is like really like snowballing into something big, even though it started off as just an idea.
Yeah.
Just, hey, let's see what happens. Because like I said in a few episodes, the first 8 episodes never came out because of technical difficulties. And then as a podcaster or podcast production manager, if you will.
Come on, I've been calling you producer. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have an idea, but let me ask the producer. I got to make sure it's going to be okay.
Yeah, and you could do
Northwest
whatever.
Missouri, talking about you.
There's minimal red tape here, and I like it like that because I hate red tape. I hate when people start complicating things. Let's just tell the story.
Yeah.
You know, the editing floor is where a lot of things get cut out if it's totally inappropriate. But
Yeah, or if Tony's just stumbling over words. Hey, Glenn, cut that. Cut it now.
yeah, so I try to do the best that I can. I mean, this is part-time. This is a labor of love, if you will. And so, but it does take a team to do it, you know. Toni hosting, me behind the camera, and then editing and then publishing it. Like, it's teamwork. The easy part is filming and editing. The hard part is getting the people here, having them comfortable, asking the right questions, having the right energy. I think that's like the hardest part. Like, even today, because it rained so hard, I told people if they cannot make it safely, do not come, because, you know, I don't want anybody getting hurt trying to get here. Oh. And so I'm glad we touched on the podcast situation, because a lot of people think it's easy, and it's not, but it can be easy if we work together as a collective, right? So I heard somebody say, yeah, you know what, podcasting gets lonely. Yeah, it gets lonely if you're just doing it by yourself, and you're the star of your podcast, and you don't have a network.
Yeah. So, and, you know, collective, I'm gonna do a quick plug.
Yeah.
Iron and Willow Collective. It's a place where I get my hair done. Ellie Jensen does a fabulous job if you're needing your hair done. But collective group, love it.
Yeah, so I think that if you are feeling a bit lonely in your podcasting, come try to figure out how you can provide some value to the community. Let the community know who you are, and, you know, don't be a stranger. I mean, look, we're all here in Omaha right now. We're all here in Nebraska. Let's work together, man. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from,
Cross
really.
the bridge, Council Bluffs, folks.
Now, if you're in Iowa, I don't know.
You know.
No, I'm playing.
You're great. You're great if you're in Iowa.
I love Council Bluffs. I go there to go do, you know, I like the High V over there in Council Bluffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do things a lot different over there. Shout out to the High V over there.
Hey, Heavy.
So Toni, let me ask you another question.
Sure.
If someone wants to make an appointment with you, what's the best way that they can do that?
Yeah, so typically I schedule about a week to 2 weeks out. It's kind of the same idea, you know, as like your doctor's appointment or dentist appointment. I want to prepare. I want to make sure that I have all of the information that I need to make a calculated plan.
Okay.
No assuming in insurance. No. So if I just trust the numbers that somebody else ran before I even talk to the person, it's not good for me. So typically the best way is to give us a call at the agency. That's 402-391-2673. Or Linda Miller State Farm. Google us. Great 5-star reviews. You'll be able to see the type of service that we bring to our customers. And
yeah. Linda Miller, shout out to you. You know, I remember meeting Linda at Rotary, and I feel like when you guys came on, that really opened up a lot for us. So I really appreciate you guys coming on that day. So Linda, thank you so much, because you didn't have to, but you did, and I appreciate that. And I did thank you in person, but you know, now I'm thanking you on the podcast.
On the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, Linda is quite incredible. The thing is that no one agent is the same, you know, and no one State Farm agent is the same. And so I've actually had the honor to work for a few different agents. And one of the things that stands out to me about Linda is her leadership. One of the absolute things that just hooked me was that she said, here's the deal, Toni. Here's my strengths. Here's my weaknesses. I see your strengths complement my weaknesses. There was never any ego or pride or I'm Linda Miller, and so there is no other. You know, she definitely supports this endeavor. She supports, you know, getting out, networking. So really, I think her leadership is
she's awesome.
What helps her stand out.
She's super dope, man. Check out Linda Miller. If you can't get in contact with Toni, try to get in contact with Linda for your insurance needs, you know. So
Omaha Beef.
Omaha Beef?
I think that's what it's called. I may be incorrect. So I'm not
Don't quote her.
a
Don't quote
total native, but it's a football team.
Oh, wow.
It's like so Linda's helping to sponsor that. So if you're into that football scene, you'll be seeing Linda quite a bit.
Amazing. Yeah. Sports are big out here in Omaha or Nebraska, period, They're like super sports enthusiasts out here,
Yeah, like the Supernovas and all kinds of athletes.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because I'm not into it that big, but when the College World Series came around, I was forced into that vortex.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It was a blast. But they do it so big out here, it's like, man, if you're not prepared to be sucked into a vortex of sports and seriousness with the sports during College World Series, man, I would suggest you go on vacation somewhere.
Yes. Baseball, I love that idea. I tell our insureds, like, here's the idea. If you do not have an agent, you need one, right? So you can just call a 1-800 number, you could do it online, you could do whatever. But you should have an agent.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I say that my role or the agency's role is very similar to a baseball catcher. I love this baseball idea. There's no assuming in insurance, but with that is that, and my son's a catcher too, so I kind of have this idea, but down block. Everything should be down blocked. Nothing should get past you. If there's a bunt, if there's a claim, or if there's, a situation, keep rounding the bases. You have somebody there to help navigate you through this complicated, annoying, frustrating thing of insurance. So, baseball, love it.
So, Toni, any words for the younger generation?
Yeah. You're your own worst enemy, your own worst critic.
Facts.
You are valuable and cherished, and you don't have to be everything. Just be you. And really, the struggles that you're going through right now are going to create a champion. Like, you are just a couple more steps over that hook. So just keep pushing. How about yourself?
What I would say to the future generation or the younger generation is never give up. Believe in yourself, but also believe in a higher power, because believe it or not, there is a higher power out there. And I would also say be consistent in whatever that you're trying to do, because consistency and discipline outbeats talent anytime or any day of the week. And so if you're consistent and if you're disciplined, you're gonna always have small wins that lead to big wins.
Mm-hmm. Something that's really incredible, I just recently saw the #1 song on all genres right now comes from a Christian artist, Forrest Frank. The song is Lemonade, and he's talking about how life gives him lemons, but his Jesus making lemonade.
Yeah.
And so with that, I had actually heard that there's like a great revival going on right now, that Gen Z and the gens after are really grasping too.
Because they can see
the good
it.
news.
Yeah, because you can see it. It's everywhere as far as like the duality that's out there, the good and the bad, and so it's out there. People can see it, and people aren't asleep. People aren't stupid. So let me ask you this final question as we wrap up. How can the community help you, Toni?
Well, I am always looking to educate, to coach and teach around insurance, and why today is the best day to start life insurance specifically. A lot of times when people need life insurance, it's very hard to obtain. So I like to talk with younger generation, small families, business owners, specifically about life insurance, because the cost is always inflating with your age, as well as health conditions that come. So don't buy your life insurance when you have kids or when you have a house or when you think you need it. You do need it. And honestly, if you can tuck away $1 a day, most people I can help. So.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here with us today. We'll be here next week. Everything you need to know will be in the description. If you want to support the podcast and be a sponsor, the link will be down below. If you want to be on the show, I'll have my email down there as well.
Subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe to the channel, like and share.
Comment, share, all that jazz. all that podcast jazz.
Yeah. No, it's good jazz, though. And, hey, if you're a podcaster, man, we welcome you. If you're an entrepreneur, we welcome you. Come tell your story so that people can get to know who you are.
Mm-hmm. If you work for a small business, medium-sized business, still plenty of people to know and resources to have.
Yeah. And with that, it's a wrap. Thank you.
See you next time.
Later.